Hi, Shalom, Shalom. I'm going to start off this video giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone that rule well, teach well while learning truth, 100% according to the Bible. Also want to say Shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, service scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. Shalom also to you, Akwaf, which are you few sisters out there that are sincere in your children. Shalom. And then today's lesson is going to be building off of this video I got from the brother Arrows of Indignation. And then today's video is basically going to be these people talking about how close we are to a famine here in this place, Babylon, the Great America. And we know, according to the scriptures, that the Lord will break the staff of bread here in this place, Babylon, that there will be food shortages. You see, there will be famines. You see, there will be a scarcity of resources. All of these things soon come are going to be a reality in this country. And that's basically what these people are going to be talking about here in this video. So we're going to just get straight into it. We're going to allow them to talk, and then I'll grab a few precepts. And Lord's willing, I pray it be edifying. But with that being said, fair use, I'm not getting paid for this video.
Problem is, what are the challenges that farmers are facing right now?
Yeah, well, I think it's important for everyone in the country to know, and you're exactly right, all of us are part of agriculture, right, because we're eaters. Right now, the current agricultural policy system in the United States has failed. We're losing 60 family farmers a day. We have an agricultural trade deficit that's going to be a record of $47 billion. And we have a concentrated marketplace that farmers never know certainty on how much they're going to be paid for their crops when they plant the seed. We now are involved in tariffs and trade wars and government shutdowns, providing only more cost, less opportunity to market, and greater uncertainty as we head into this next growing season. And finally, it's failing all of us because we are not feeding our citizens. Big Ag, the largest corporations, keep saying, we feed the world, the United States. The agriculture powerhouse of the United States does not feed even ourselves. We're importing 60% of our fruits, a third of our vegetables. And the tariffs on those items, consumers are seeing that at the grocery store. We have a sick population. We're unhealthy. Our food system is driving the negative results of health. So it's a failed system. And those are the things that we're facing as farmers and as a public in the United States.
Okay, it seems just right off the bat really concerning that we're importing a lot of our food. That doesn't seem like it's great for national security. I mean, we saw what happened during COVID with shutdowns. What happens if the supply chains crash? I mean, what if there's a world war, which we're constantly seemingly on the brink of? What would happen to our supply? What would happen to our food supply in the event of the supply chain breaking down? What would you say?
Well, consumers would go to the grocery store and there wouldn't be anything on the shelves. We are in
Right. And you hear exactly what it is that the God just said. You see, consumers, meaning the people, will just, go to the stores one day and, the shelves will be empty, man. And that's what's going to happen ultimately in this place, America. You see, a lot of people are already noticing that now. You see in certain states and in certain areas, you see that a lot of stores are beginning to, get lesser food on the shelves and things like that. But soon to come, it's going to be a reality and there's going to be nothing on the shelves, man. You see, so like I said, a famine is coming to America, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is going to bring this upon this place, man. You see, and I'm going to grab this precept. This is Ezekiel 5 and verse 16. It says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, you see, because the Lord is going to send this famine as a form of judgment, man. It's a plague, right? It says, and which I will send to destroy you, right? And I will increase the famine upon you and will break your staff of bread. Verse 17, it says, so I will send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee. And I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, have spoken it. So like I said, man, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is going to bring these things upon this earth, ultimately due to the wickedness that's occurring, man, right? As it tells us right here, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, right? The sword, right? Famine, right? death and destruction, right? The Lord is about to bring all of these things down the pipeline. You see, we already see these things occurring in certain parts of the world. But like I said, it's going to come to this place, America, as well. And it's only going to get worse for the world, right? And it tells you why the Lord is going to bring these things. Verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You see, everybody in the earth is wicked, man, other than the Lord's hopeful elect. You see, the 2/3 of our people are through. You see, I mean, it's just complete wickedness running rampant in this earth, man. And that's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to send these evils, man, right? And like I said, it's going to get so bad out here to the point that you're going to have people fighting each other. You see, because we all see what just happened, you know, due to this government shutdown that's ultimately taking place. You got a lot of people in November that's not going to receive their EBT, their food stamps, man. So guess what? That's going to cause a lot of chaos, a lot of ruckus, you see. So you can expect a lot of crime to begin to skyrocket in this place. Soon come, people are going to be looting stores. I mean, hey, this place, Babylon, the Great America, has nothing but chaos coming for this place, man. This is what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to bring, right? I'm going to actually go down to verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe meaning destruction, because that's all the Lord is bringing upon this country, man, and ultimately this world. Right. Verse 15, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another in swords in their hands, that modern day sword being the gun. And that's what you're going to have happening here soon in America, because it's going to get that bad out here, man. You see, once this food start to dry up, once these people start to realize that the so-called American dream was all a lie, when these people really start to see this place crumble worse than what it is now, hey, people going to take matters into their own hands, man. People going to start to bug out. You see, lose their mind, man. You see, verse 16, for there should be sedition among men, right? People going to fight against the government, because ultimately, who do you think these people are going to blame for the reason why everything is going to be the way it is in America? These Babylonians, they're going to blame their government, the same people that they've trusted in. So you're going to have people uprising and fighting against them, right? It says, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. The reason you will not be able to go from city to city, because that's just how chaotic it's about to be in these times, man, when these things begin to unfold, right? It's going to be that detrimental out here, you see. And ultimately, you're going to have the military out here, you know, checkpoints set up, all type of different things. All of this stuff is what's coming for America. Right. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And we understand that these people here in Babylon the Great are some proud people, man. These heathens, as well as 2/3 of our people, they're just absolutely full of themselves, man. And we know what the Lord said in 2nd Esdras chapter 8, right? And I'm going to start at verse 50, because this is ultimately what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is bringing. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, which we're in that time now, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And like I said, due to that pride, that's why these people are about to be troubled, man. You see why these unsettling times are about to come upon these people, man. Right. So this is back at 2nd Esdras 15, and I'm going to read the point, which is what I was trying to get to, verse 19, because this is how bad it's going to get out here real soon, man. It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Right. So your favorite neighbor, Bob, you know, that you've been knowing for 15, 20 years, that you built a close relationship with. Hey, this man is going to be your enemy in this day. You see, and for all of you people out there that's prepping and, you know, you're letting people know that you got food all in your house and stuff like that. Hey, when this stuff happens, man, you're going to be the first person who these people are going to come for, man. So prepping ain't going to save you in this time that's coming. The only thing that's going to be able to deliver you in these troublesome times that are ahead is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And I'm talking about for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. If you don't have the Lord with you, you're not going to make it in this time that's coming, man, because this is about to get terrible out here real soon, man. You see? It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses, right, with the sword and spoil their goods, right? People are going to be ransacking people's houses, man, looking for the smallest food that they can find. That's how bad it's going to get, man, when this famine hits, right? People going to really be, you know, killing each other over things that they used to throw away, man. You see, little canned goods, little cans of beans and stuff like that, that people don't even think twice about now. Soon to come, people are really going to be deleting each other over these items, man. You see, this is what's coming. It says because of the lack of bread, right? And for a great tribulation. So, you know, this is what's coming. And I'm actually go down to verse 49, right? Because like I said, these are the things the Lord is sending for a form of judgment, man. These things are to judge the wicked, man. You see, the 2/3 of the Lord's own people, as well as you heathens, man. You people are going to feel the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And it's going to come in the form of these plagues, man. And one of them being famine. It says, I will send plagues upon thee, right? Widowhood, right? poverty, right? And we see that happening in this place, America now. A lot of people are, homeless. A lot of people are not being able to make ends meet because, like I said, everything in this country is failing. You see, people are getting fired from their jobs left and right. You see, so I mean, hey, all of these things are already in this place, man, but it is only going to increase. It says famine, right? Sword and pestilence to waste our houses with destruction and death, man. So you see, like I said, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is sending these things as judgments, man, because of the wickedness that's occurring, man. That's why these people are about to, find themselves in these situations. And we're going to be in these situations as well. But Lord's willing, we be of the Lord's remnant, the elect. We know that the Lord is going to come through for us. Abaratazah, we be of that number because you see, these things are ultimately created for the wicked. You see, as it tells us right here, I'm going to grab Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 40, and I'm starting verse 8. It says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Right? Verse 9, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, right? Tribulation and the scourge, right? Verse 10, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. So us hopeful elect brothers and sisters, you see, we ultimately have nothing to worry about. You see, the Lord is going to be coming through on the behalf of his elect in these terrible times, because it is going to get deadly serious out here, man. But the Lord is going to be doing miracles on the behalf of his elect. He's going to be making sure that they eat. He's going to be making sure that they're clothed, making sure that their families are sustained. But for you 2/3 and you heathens, man, this time that's coming is going to be absolute hell for you people, man. You see? And like I said, you people deserve it because you people are wicked, man. You see? So that's why the Lord is ultimately going to allow these things to unfold upon you people, man. All right? So bear with me. I'm going to get back into the video so we could just finish watching the rest of it. Then I grab a few more precepts. But yeah, famine is coming to America, and it's coming sooner than what a lot of you Babylonians, you Americans, you Egyptians believe, man. You see, this thing is around the corner, man. You see?
With me hang on the shelves. We are in a serious national security and food security issue in this country, and no one on the Capitol Hill is talking about it. What they're talking about is additional bailouts. Know that the bailouts that the president's talking about now, based on the trade war, especially to soybean farmers, will be the third bailout in a year for these commodity crop growers. And it's all dependent upon exports. But when your largest buyer, China, of your soybeans says no, you don't have to wait for a war. When that largest buyer buys about half of the U.S. production, a little over, says no, I'm not buying from you anymore, and goes to South America, you're left with bins full and bankrupt farmers. This is the third bailout. What happens in the time of another pandemic or war? Consumers go hungry because we're dependent on that our food to be brought in from somewhere else. We don't feed ourselves. We import food, and we raise in America on our farms feed for livestock and crops for fuel, not food for people.
Let me go to one other area. To you, Secretary mentioned, none of the lending facilities established have targeted the needs of our agriculture industry. Now, why do I mention that? Food. It's coming. I mean, I can't see why people can't see this crisis. Food shortages are coming. It's almost like the farmers have been the forgotten ones. Are they?
Right. And you hear what it is that the guy's saying, and that's absolutely true, man. Food shortages are coming, you see. And we know that a lot of these things could be orchestrated by Esau, but at the end of the day, you see, ultimately the Lord is controlling Esau. So at the end of the day, everything is going according to the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So the Lord is the one that's really bringing it, you see. So I'm going to actually grab this precept as well. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, and I'm going to start at verse 17, right? It says, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? And this is ultimately the prophet Esdras having a vision of ultimately all of the things that are coming to this place, Babylon, and Great America. He's seen a vision of how it was going to get in these times, how bad things got, you see, once the food shortages happening, once the violence started happening. He's seen these things, right? And like it says, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine, right? And great death, because these are all of the things that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is ultimately about to bring upon this country, man. You see, it says the beginning of wars, right? Race wars, class wars, civil wars, due to the lack of food, right? World War III is around the corner. So, I mean, hey, these are all of the things that are getting ready to come down the pipeline, man, right? It says, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, meaning bad times. What shall I do when these evils shall come? For the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, we're going to put our hope and trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. That's what we're going to do, because we know that ultimately only the Lord can deliver us and bring us through these terrible times. You see, and that's who we're going to have our trust in. That's who the elect are going to trust in. You see, Lord's willing, we be at that number, Abaratazah. But this is verse 19. It said, behold, famine and plague, right? Tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute, right? So I'm going to look up that word scourges on the AI overview, because ultimately, as it just said, famine and all of these things that soon the Lord is about to bring upon this place, America and the world, these things are sent as scourges, right? And when you go into that word, right, it means a whip used as an instrument of punishment, you see? So the Lord is about to bring all of these things, you see, as punishments, you see, for the wickedness, man. That's why these things are about to come, you see. But like I said, for the Lord's elect, they're going to be ultimately taken care of in these times. They're going to be fed. The Lord is going to ultimately, make sure that they have things to eat, you see. But also for you 2/3 of you heathens, this is going to be a time of suffering for you people, man, right? And I'm actually go to Job chapter 5, you see, just touching in on that, because like I said, the Lord is going to come through for the elect, man, right? But for you other people out there, hey, you're going to be finished in this time, man, you see. This is Job chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 19. And it says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee, right? This is for the elect. Verse 20, it said, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, right? And in war from the power of the sword. The Lord is going to be protecting his remnant in these times, man, not allowing any of these things that he's about to bring to affect them, man. You see, because like I read earlier in Sirach, these things are created for the wicked, you see. But this is verse 21. It said, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh, right? Verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. And why will the elect be laughing in the time of famine? Because guess what? The Lord is going to be providing for them, man. You see, coming through on their behalf. What did King David say? Psalms 37 and verse 25, I have been young and now I'm old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread, you see. So like I said, the Lord knows what it is that we need to survive, you see, and he's going to be coming through for us in these times, giving us those things that we need, you see, water, food, you see, we're going to be getting these things, you see, the Lord is going to be blessing his elect, you see, with these things that they need to sustain themselves in these terrible times that are upon us. You see, but I'm actually grab this precept as well. This is Isaiah chapter 65, and I'm going to start at verse 13, just getting straight to the point. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, right? The prophets, the men of the Lord, right along with you elect sisters out there and your children, right? Shall eat, right? We're going to eat in the time of famine, man. Right. But ye shall be hungry. Right. Who is that talking about? Ye shall be hungry. That's talking about you 2/3, man. You see, you rebellious Israelites that have not repented, turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You did not want to get right with your power. You continue to walk after the ways of darkness. You see, in these times that are upon us, you people going to suffer, man. You see, the Lord is about to bring great miseries upon you 2/3, man, and you heathens. And like I said, we don't feel bad for you people, man. You see, because everything the Lord is about to bring upon you people, you deserve it. Right. But it says, behold, my servants shall drink, meaning the elect are going to be drinking water. They're going to be drinking yayan. You see, whatever it is that the Lord is ultimately going to allow them to get in this time, they're going to have these things, right? It says, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, right? Verse 14, it says, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart and shall howl for vexation of spirit, right? And I'm going to look at that word vexation of spirit, right? Because this is ultimately the condition or, the state of mind that a lot of these Babylonians are about to be in, you 2/3 and you heathens, right? And when you go into it, it means a state of frustration, turmoil, right? Dissatisfaction that comes from life's futility or the pursuit of worldly things, right? So I'm going to finish reading. It said it describes a deep sense of inner struggle, often arising from the realization that many human efforts are ultimately meaningless, right? And that's what a lot of you jakes are going to realize in this time, man. You see, You're going to know that there was nothing better than to fear the Lord and to ultimately to, acknowledge him, man. You see, and to try to keep his ways and to rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your abilities. That's what a lot of our people are going to realize in this time when they see the Lord's elect eating, when they see the Lord's remnant being taken care of, and, the Lord coming through on their behalf. But they're going to see their kids and their families struggling, miserable, not knowing what to do. They're going to know that, oh, man, that was that guy, man. That was that man of the Lord. That was that guy that used to come out here and teach the Bible that we used to laugh at and point our fingers at. Oh, man, look at the Lord taking care of him. You see, but like I said, these people are going to be in misery. You see, so like I said, in this day that's coming, people are going to know that ultimately, I'm talking about our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. And this time that's coming, you're going to know that ultimately you should have been seeking the Lord, man, and not playing. That's what a lot of you are going to see and realize, but it's going to be too late for a lot of you, right? It's going to be too late for you, right? But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Lord's willing, I pray it be edifying. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.